Welcome, judges and audience members, and thank you so much for tuning into today's broadcasted news produced by your very own, the SHS Daily. I am Isaac Semerikov, your host, and today we will be spotlighting a teacher who has been making a difference in and out of the classroom, a local community event that is helping those around the community, and then we will conclude with a fun and unique story about Silverton High School. Now I'm going to send it over to my main man, Chandler Kenzie, who is in the field for our first subject, a teacher spotlight.
Okay, thank you, Isaac. Normally we'd be doing this interview in person, but this year, due to this pandemic, we're going to keep it safe and do an online interview with our amazing Spanish teacher, Mr. Albright. Now, thank you for coming on SHS Daily today. So how are you doing so far?
I'm doing pretty well right now. Thanks.
That's good.
Thanks for
Okay,
having me.
let's jump right in. So, the first question. As a teacher in online school, what are the biggest challenges you have faced?
Okay, that's a great question. Thank you. The challenges that I face that are the biggest for me are, well, a couple are that I don't know exactly what to expect. It's harder to really get a read on my students and how well they're doing because it's so much more separated than a normal year. So that's a big part of it. It's hard to be able to know that I'm reaching my students and that they know that I care about them and that I, want what's best for them and I'm trying to be here and helpful. I think it's easier to do that in the classroom when I see them every day.
Definitely.
I'm going to be real. It's a lot more work for me to teach this way than it is in the classroom. So as you know, because you had me before, most of what we do is, in my classroom anyway, is student-centered. So students will bring up a topic or I'll interview a student and that will be what we do. And I adapt and react to what kids give me. But here I have to prep everything fully, whole week in advance and deliver it. While that's happening, I need to be interacting with my students during this week. So I'm thinking a week ahead while doing stuff this week, but then I'm also grading and working on stuff from the week before. So it's kind of 3 weeks worth of work all the time. And so that's a lot more work than I'm used to. And that's okay. I'm used to it at this point. We're adapting, but that's a big one. So it takes a lot of hours of my day.
Yeah, I don't think people would expect it to be harder, but I think it is. And I know it's definitely different because you can't get a good read on the students as you normally would. So, yeah, I have a lot of respect. I don't know if I could do it. Now, on the other side of that, you have a young kid in first grade. So, what's it like for him to do online school?
Okay, that's another great question. Thank you. I think it's probably very similar for how my students feel.
Yeah.
He doesn't love it. I'm going to be honest. He wishes he were in class with his classmates. And, I try to explain to him that we need to be safe. And he knows that. He understands it. He doesn't want anyone to get sick. But I do think he wishes that he could be back with his teacher in class. He's actually doing, I think, as well as anyone would expect. His teacher is working really hard to like break up their day, so it's not like 4 hours straight for first graders on a computer. And when we try to tell him, hey, would you rather be here with us and we can work together, or would you rather be in a classroom sitting in a desk with a mask on all day? He kind of would rather still be in school with the mask on, but he gets it. And I'm proud of him for doing as best he can. I don't envy any elementary school teacher because that's a lot of work. I have the utmost respect for anybody who can teach a kid to do math and reading when you have a whole class of 6 and 7-year-olds on a computer. So my hat's off to her. Shout out to his teacher on that one.
Yeah, that'd be tough because those kids are a lot more antsy. I don't know if I was in first grade how I could take that because I'd be like, want to move around, have recess all day. That'd be tough. Okay, so the final question. During the times of quarantine to stay mentally healthy, what are you doing? Have you picked up any new activities or hobbies?
That's another great question. Thank you. I haven't really picked up any new hobbies, but I've gotten back into some old ones, which is cool. When quarantine started again, I started picking up the guitar a lot more, playing that a lot, and just mess around on that. So that was cool because I haven't been able to do that as much. I try to see family and friends when I can in safe ways. I've been exercising, trying to get out and go for jogs when I can, but My wife and I just had a new baby in November, and so she takes up most of our time. You're probably going to laugh at me, and I'm sure that's okay. But my friends, I have some teacher friends, and sometimes we play Dungeons and Dragons together on the computer.
It's a good way to pass time.
Just basically try to meet with people and try to enjoy. I try to get outside and walk in the sun when I can, but it's February, so it's going to be
tough right now.
It's going to be a long one. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, I have a guitar, but I've never really got into it, so that's good. You're trying to just progress on your old activities instead of like trying a new one you might not do as well. Okay, well, thank you for your time today. I appreciate it, and back to Isaac in the studio.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, Chandler. Mr. Albright is still one of my favorite teachers to this day, even though I finished this class with a C-. Now, on to our next segment. Marion Polk Food Share has partnered with various clubs and individuals to bring food and smiles to those in need. They're an organization based in Salem, Oregon that is striving to fight hunger throughout the state of Oregon. Right now, they are allowing volunteers to go and donate hours and food, whether that is stocking shelves or actually delivering meals to those in need. Pretty neat. Now, on to our last story and my hands down favorite, the Silverton High School unique story or stat. Let's hop right into it. Chandler!
Silverton High School, the home of the Foxes, is a very, very spirited school. Did you know, though, that we didn't always resemble the colors of a fox? That's right, our mascot used to be the silver fox. Before our colors were orange and black, they used to be silver and black. Now, back to Isaac in the studio.
Thank you, Chandler. And I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever seen a silver and black fox. But I guess we really do learn something new every single day. That concludes today's news broadcast. We thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we really do hope to see you on the flip side.